Welcome back to Buddy and the Boss, and as per yesterday, as I said, I will be doing a review on the Anglican Church and its fakeness in the Christian world. So here we are at the Uniting Church. As you can see, there it is, there's the Uniting Church. Now, the Anglican Church is saying that you can't sleep on church grounds. Well, let me just show you here from a distance. We don't want to disturb people. But just over there, you've got the homeless people just sleeping there. Mattresses out, trolleys out, and it's all in view of everything. But the church is normal enough to comply with Christian rules, and that is that if you're doing it tough, a church is a sanctuary. Now, if you just bear with me for a second, we're just going to take a quick ride up to here, up to this other church where we're going to do the full review. Come on, Buddy, up this way. There's Buddy doing his morning. Where is he? He's somewhere there, running along the bike. So that's the Uniting Church. So you got the people sleeping out there, and that's just fine. So when we get to the Uniting Church up here, I'm going to present that letter that the police were trying to give me in the last video you just seen. And we're just coming up to that church now. Now, obviously I've been barred from here, and you'll see in the wording on the letter how this church up here it is, we're coming up to it now. Right, there it is. Right, so this one here, right, this is the Anglican Church of Byron Bay, and this is the parish is Ian Warden. Ian Warden, quite a name, Mr. Warden. Oh, yeah, fucking bike's heavy. Right, so here we go. Bear with me because I am on a bike and I am doing this on the fly as usual. It's probably 6:30 in the morning. And come here, now. I've got to yell at me dog every 2 minutes because, fuck, it's hard living on a bike. Right, guys, here we go. We're going to get this letter out in a minute. We've got so much paperwork, it'll make your head fall off. Right, bear with me. I'm going to put this phone down for a second, or you can have a look at the church while I'm there. Right. Okay, here we go, guys. So, this is where I've been banned from. This is the Anglican parish of Byron Bay, and I'm just going to present that letter to the camera right now. You can all see that. So I'll read it out to you. This is what the police gave me yesterday when they pulled me over, or the other day when they pulled me over. And this is from the Anglican Church, and it says, to Jason Taylor. Right, we ask that you do not come onto our property at 14 Kingsley Street, Byron Bay anymore. Well, I wonder why. Okay, let's have a look as to why. This is for two reasons. There is no suitable overnight accommodation. We have a policy of zero antisocial behaviour in our community. Well, no shit. I'm from Byron Bay, and there's no antisocial behaviour when you're sleeping. So what are you saying on that second one? We won't understand. I think it's just a cop-out, Mr. Ian White Warden, Anglican Parish of Byron Bay. I think you should have a good look at the good Bible and look up the Christian rules, because your church is as fake as they come. and what you did with that letter, and I haven't seen anyone in Byron Bay ever receiving anything like that. No church has ever done anything like that, and if there is, I'd like to see it here in Byron Bay. I just showed you the other church, the Uniting Church. They're Christians also, but they're the real Christians, because those people that I just showed you there at the beginning of this video have been sleeping there for years. And look, a lot of people don't like it, but it doesn't bother anyone. It's happening. Sometimes there's been messes there, there's been fights there. I've known that place for a long time, and a lot of people have slept there. But this church here, run by Mr. Ian White, Warden, your church is fake. This letter is now being exposed for all your church members to see, and if you do go to this church, I mean, just have a look at our Ian White Warden, and he's not following the Bible or the Christian ways at all. So and just and look, as you noticed on the other one, it's also got an op shop, and there's an op shop here which is part of the church grounds. So now I've been banned even from the op shop, when you think about it, when all I was doing was trying to find a place to sleep here in Byron Bay. Now while I'm here, I may as well, if I have it, if not I've lost it and I'll have to do another video, and I dare say it's fallen out of my bag. But we're going to do a review next on the newspaper, because this morning's paper, I was reading that the Byron Council, as corrupt as it is now trying to move along campers as well in their vans and stuff like that. So anyone that wants to try and sleep anywhere, if you got nowhere to go, there's no answers. The council can't provide answers, even though they got millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of fucking funding from the government. The Byron Shire Council and its mayors are as corrupt as fucking they come. You can't get any more corrupt. They don't care about the people, they care about the revenue they make here in Byron Bay. And I can tell you they make a shitload of it through the tourists. And Byron Bay, what used to attract people to Byron Bay was its energy, its artworks. Look, man, there's a lot of stuff. It's a surfy town, and now it's just turned into this bureaucratic fucking cesspool of corruption. And the police enforce it. The police enforce it, even if it's not law. They'll tell you it's law, and it's not law. Unless you know the laws, you can't argue with the fucking police, because they will just enforce all these bullshit people. Now you, Mr. Ian White, I hope you go home every night and have a nice shower and hot meal and sleep in your comfy little bed, and you do nothing for the homeless. This op shop gets donated everything for free, and all the money that goes into it goes through your hands, and you're doing nothing to help the homeless. You won't even let them sleep out the back where no one can see. You won't let them sleep anywhere. Yet over at the Uniting Church, God bless them, they're out the front, and all their stuff's out the front, and that's fine. It doesn't bother anyone. That's part of Byron Bay, and that's part of Christianity. That's what you're supposed to do. But this Uniting Church here in Byron Bay, the Anglican Church here at Byron Bay, you're just corrupt as well. Ian White Warden, you might preach the word of God and all that sort of stuff, but your words are empty and they're hollow, and I'm sure God's looking down on you, and not favourably either. But anyway, that's it for Buddy and the Boss on this one. I'm going to do a review on the paper in a minute, because there's a lot of shit going on in the Echo, and it's all to do with the corrupt council, and they want to wipe out anyone that wants to sleep in their car overnight anywhere. I will say this though, if anyone is watching and they are sleeping in their cars, you can use this for an excuse, because it's a valid excuse, and it was on TV a long time ago and it still stands today. I don't know if you remember, but rest, revive, survive. So all you have to say is, look, I've been driving for a long time, I've pulled over for a rest, didn't know where I was parking, but I was tired, and instead of having an accident, I decided to pull over and have a sleep. Now, legally, that's responsible, and also it's not arguable with. You can't argue with that. So anyone sleeping in their cars in Byron Bay, there's a valid excuse for you to use if you're just sleeping in your vehicle. But I must say, it's an absolute shame the way Australia's gone, and the way it treats its people. The corruption is through the roof, and all these people here that run the churches get donations. Remember, all the stuff's donated for free, and then they go and sell it, and you know, there's no itemization of these things. I mean, how much money are they actually making? How much are they selling? Is there any transparency? Can we find out? Well, I don't know. So that's another thing I'm going to have to look into. How much they're making, where's it all going, and I bet you their excuse would be, if a majority of it is, it'll be going to admin fees, because it's certainly not coming back to us, the people. Alright, so Anglican Church, Mr. Ian White, Warden, you've been exposed. The Uniting Church down the road here, where I just showed you the people sleeping, God bless you guys. You're following the Bible and the rules of God, and kudos to you. So anyway, this is Buddy and the Boss, about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, still waking up, and that's it. There you go, that's been exposed. Alright. Just one other thing, I was sleeping down the Sports Oval the other day. Security told me I can't sleep at one building because the council, it's private or something. I don't think so, because it's in the grounds, it's open to all. But keep playing your games, keep your bullshit rules going. It's one rule for some and one rule for others. I now live on the back of this cart. All I got is food, 2 sets of clothes, and my computer and my phone, basically. That's it. That's what I've been reduced down to. So I can be mobile, and I just have to sleep anywhere, because there's nowhere for me to sleep. And well, there's no help out there for anyone. So unless you're doing what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing can runs to make some money up to get this car so I can get off the streets, because there's no way I'm going to be paying rent for a fucking house when it can be taken off you at any time, or you've got to be asked to move because they're selling or doing whatever they want to do with the properties. So rent is a waste of money to anyone, because just remember, in these hard times, you have to find another place to live. You have to, 1 month wouldn't be enough these days, because there's a line up in Australia for housing, and you're fighting a lot of people with a lot of money, and people will probably get in before you. You will have no chance. So if you're renting, it's dead money, really, honestly, unless you've been there a long time, and you can find it easy to move into another property. Well, you people will be fine, but for all the others out there that are struggling and just making bread basically. You guys, it's going to get worse from here on in. But alright, this is Buddy and the Boss. We've exposed the Anglican parish of Byron Bay. Anyone that's going to that church, just know that your minister there, your parish of Byron Bay, Mr. Ian White Warden, does not follow the Christian way. So that's it for Buddy and the Boss. See you in the next video. And all you corrupt assholes and your bullshit, we'll keep exposing you. Daily if we have to. Daily if we have to. Alright, Buddy and the Boss, out.